Okay, so I'm gonna finish this story very quickly. Like I was interrupted. Well, not interrupted. I was blessed to receive the phone call from this opportunity, forkids.org, and it's a volunteer opportunity, and I just want to be of service. And I've talked about that, about being in alignment and putting yourself out there, and being a vessel, being an instrument for the Lord, and allowing Him to use me or use you in the way that you need to be used, so you can manifest your reality and be that light and be enlightened by what you receive, as far as placing yourself in your placing yourself in certain environments. So, gosh, I'm so happy that I did receive that phone call. I will be at this orientation in 2 days for further information on how I can be of service with children. Maybe I might be volunteering at a thrift shop. Maybe I might be doing some tutoring. Maybe I just might be, I don't know, doing what the political connections is all about: reading, writing, speaking into existence, manifesting, all that type of jazz. So, okay, so boom, I was telling you about my homie. Like, so I'm telling you about my the student in the YMCA. So he's like 7. He's turned up. He has a lot of energy. He's always running around with his friends, his colleagues, male colleagues, and he's like 6 or 7. He's like 7 or 8, something like that. I look up one day, and this young lady who's around his age, definitely his age, in the age group, has him in the corner, like, of the gym, and like everybody's playing over there, and she's like at the corner like this, has him between her arms, legs spread, and she's just like looking into his eyes, like a deep look, and like that longing gaze into his eyes, and he doesn't move, like he's just looking at her, like arms together, legs closed, and he's just like, almost like, like a hunter has found her prey, and he's just sitting there looking deeply into her eyes. And at first I was like, is he afraid? But then I was like, no, it's like, no, I think she has him hypnotized. Like, she's working, that's a genjutsu right there. She has him trapped in a genjutsu, and it is effective. It is working. If you watch the show Hunter x Hunter, like, it was like that bloodlust. It was like, oh, it was like you just saw the purple and black like screen going around, and he was just like trapped. And I remember it like it was yesterday, and I was like, oh man, this reminds me of like the Lion King, whenever Simba is hanging out with his homies Timon and Pumbaa, and they're just, frolicking about in the jungle, and they're just having a good old time, a grand old time, until he sees, I guess, Nala, the lioness, that pulls up on them, and she's like, yo, Simba, where you been? People been checking for you. When I mean people, i.e. me. And they play around. They're wrestling about, and she pins him down. And when she pins him down, she gives him a look. You know, she gives him a look, and Simba pretty much was like, "Hey, what's going down here?" And Simba's friends, Timon and Pumbaa, were like standing from the side, was like pretty much with their arms up, like, "Hey, we lost him. He's not coming back after this." Like, I mean, he is our friend. He's always going to be our friend, but we can't provide him with that level of attention, attentiveness, on the physical realm, in the spiritual realm, in the psychological realm, in the mental realm, in the emotional realm, in the social realm. Definitely not in the sexual realm. So it's like, pretty much they can't compete. The friends of Simba can't compete in this situation of the YMCA. Like, I mean, they were like 7 years old, but the fact of the matter is, like, homie was in the trance, and he didn't move. She didn't move. It was just this eye locking that happened, and I could see, like, for the first time, he was like, I like this. You know what I'm saying? I could see that, even though she was the dominant one, she's the one that went after it. She's the one that literally had him pinned in a corner. Not physically, she didn't hold him up, but she had him pinned in a corner. He was like more than okay with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, and long story short, this was like in the beginning of the class session. And at the end, we line them all up before we take them back to the room, and their parents can pick them up. And like I said, this guy normally is turned up. This guy's normally always hanging around, joking with his friends, kind of causing some trouble in the classroom, but not real trouble, like a 7 year old, boy trouble, which is like a 7 year old boy. So he's always been like that. But this particular day, whenever they lined up, he didn't line up with his normal friends of whatever, Frankie and Reese or whatever the case may be. He lined up in the back of the classroom, in the back of the line with that young lady. And I remember one of the guys were like what's what's gotten into you? Like, why aren't you hanging out with us? What's gotten into you? And I remember his other friend, let's say his name is Frankie, like tapped him on the side, tapped the homie on the side, not the boy who was back there with his new female friend. He tapped his boy to the side, like, come on, man, let him go. He's busy back there. Like he Frankie was ahead of the curve. He could see what was going on back there. He could see that, hey, that's my friend, that's my buddy. But it's looking like he has himself occupied right now. He's occupied right now, and he's not necessarily concerning himself with us right now. He didn't take it as a bad way, while his other friend took it as like, you're turning on us. You're hanging out with the girls, and like you're going against like the bro code. And it's interesting, it's funny, but that doesn't change with adulthood. That doesn't change with 40-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 20-year-olds. Like, this is the truth. Like, I remember like yesterday, and I talk about the term pro bro, and that's really what it is. Guys who are pro bro are literally guys who prefer, in their best of days, in their most ideal day, in their most, grant them three wishes, and what would they be? Like, their days are really around, like, they enjoy whatever it is they enjoy, but they truthfully enjoy the friendship, the brotherhood, the male bonding. That's like certain guys. So there are going to be guys who don't want to concern themselves with the girls. They don't want to have like the time away with the girls. Like, they prefer to be like, yo, what's up, homies, and let's hang out with the bros, and let's just play the video game, and let's just go out with the boys, and let's grab food, but with the boys. And they might feel offended when you call girls are over. They might feel offended when you ask, like, well, can I bring blah blah blah. They might feel offended. And when I say offended, they feel like you're gonna mess up what we have here, because I like being with the boys. Like, I like the fact that there aren't girls around. Maybe he might feel like I can't truly be myself if there are girls around, or he might feel like I'm losing parts of you guys. Like, I like the fact that it's the brotherhood, or the boy group, or the guy group, or it's just the guys. And once their girls come around, or once you bring your girlfriend, or once you bring the girls that you like, or once you bring the pretty feminine girls, now we can't really have guy talk, and now we can't really like do what we really want to do. Now we have to cater to what they want to do. And like, there's guys who are really like that. So I found that when I was in college, I used to have a friend of mine. He's always like, a brother of mine. He's always be like, yo, like, so, like, why do you like this girl? Like, what's up? Like, you bring this girl around, and like, these girls, this and that. And it wasn't like he was upset. He wasn't visibly upset, but I could tell that he was kind of irritated that I spent a lot of time with women, right? Or a particular women, or let's just say women in general. And it wasn't, and it didn't click until I, aligned the two, like that story from the YMCA to like this guy, whereby he was like the person in the line where he's looking like, what are you doing? What's gotten into you? You're like, what's gotten into you hanging out with the girl? You're supposed to be with us. You always used to hang out with us. You always used to spend time with us. And that's how guys feel like when they're 25. That's how guys feel like when they're 30 something. That's how guys feel when they're in their early whatever, because it's like they think like, and they know, because some guys are like this. It's like, yo, once you hang out with these girls, like, you're going to forget about us, or that we can't offer you the good time, or we can't offer you what she offers you. And not just like, of course, in the sexual sense, but like physically, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, mentally. Like, this, woman provides totally different things than what we can provide. And there's guys who are against that. There are guys who will literally, like, in a roundabout way. He didn't openly just say, man, I feel some kind of way whenever you hang out with girls. He would always kind of like use these like terms to like make a joke about the girls, or play the girl off and be like, man, she's not really that cool, or she's not really all that, and why do you like her? It'll be things like that, but it'll really come down to the fact of, Gabe, like, we are just fine here being with the guys and smoking weed and, hanging out with the guys. It's like, but you always have to be with the opposite sex, and it really comes down to like how they really see it, and they really see it as like that Timon, like the Timon and Pumbaa in The Lion King. It's like, yo, once Simba rolled around in the grass with Nyla that one time, they physically saw the look in his eyes, the same way that the homie saw his friends look in the eyes when he was in the corner, the same way I saw that man's look in the eyes. It's like, you can't compete. There's no competition with the opposite sex. Like, there is no I want to repeat, there is no competition. You can't compete. The guys will be the guys and the girls will be the girls. And there are some guys who are very good at mutually balancing the two. Hey, I am with my lovely female friends or with my lovely girlfriends or whatever the case may be, and I can spend time with the bros. But then there are a lot of guys, and normally it's the pro bros who are like this. They know that once they get a girlfriend, it's like, all right, guys, I won't see you again. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, or I can only see you once every, quarter. Or, basically, like, my life is now taken away because now I have to dedicate myself to this lady. And that's not true, of course. But they really have seen that as guys. Because I know guys like that. I know guys who, you know, you can call them and they respond, or you see them and they're glad to go out and have a beer with you and whatever, or they're glad to step out and put one in the air with you. But like, as soon as they got a little female attention, as soon as they got their little intimate time with their lady, all of a sudden it's like, yo, bro, can you grab a beer? Oh, nah, man, I can't. I got some, I gotta see what whoop de whoop is doing. Or you got some time to shoot some hoops? Oh no, man, I can't shoot some hoops, man. Me and the whole, I gotta be back at home for old girl to be, and it's not really that this woman is cracking the whip on him. That shows that the guy he truly genuinely wants to be like more so with the lady than you guys. And that's a good thing, guys. Like, don't I mean, I'm not saying that's a good thing for him, but like, it is good that men find comfort in being with their significant other. Just know that guys won't tell you this because they have to be honest about that and genuine about that. But like, truthfully, most guys won't tell you that they do have, if they really are close with you and they really want to have this brotherhood with you, or really want to have this bro code, bro, like pro bro type of like bond, they won't tell you. But the truth is, they are somewhat envious of your girlfriend. They are envious of your female friends. They are jealous of the time that you spend with them because they feel like they won't be able to spend it with you. And then they know that they can't compete with what those girls offer. And it has nothing to do with sex. It's about the sexual polarity. Okay? God bless. My color goon. Color goon.